What do you love most about God?
About music?
About God.
Oh, about God.
We can do that one too.
Okay, we'll do God first. The thing I love most about God is he's very forgiving. He's a forgiving God. He's a merciful God. If you think about it, God, people use the term God, even when I do it myself. And it's just, people use the term God like it's everyday words,
exactly.
But if you think about it, God created the planet, God created you and me, God created, your brothers, your sisters, mom, dad, he created animals, he created everything, the water and the air. God knows everything about you. Knows the hairs on your head, knows when you're going to die, how you're going to die, when you're going to be born, all the defects you're going to have, or you're going to be fine, and God is just, he's just a forgiving God. We're not perfect, and when we go through life every day, there's no way that we're not perfect, so we're gonna sin. It doesn't matter what sin is what. It's just tough, and God, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter who you are. You're forgiven. If you ask for it, you repent, you're forgiven. And it's, he doesn't even remember it. And that is something just amazing to think, there's just some things that you do in life that can be just so wrong. So, and addictions in life that are just so hard to break. He's very gracious and very merciful and very, very forgiving. But I think it's important that people are always like, well, I'm afraid of God. Well, you should be, God is God, he's a big God, and he could snap his finger, with the just inhale of his breath, you could die. He could have called 2,000 angels, to take him off the cross and wipe everybody off the planet, that day he was crucified. And that's just amazing that he does, and yes, it takes faith. You can't see God. You can't say, he's not sitting sitting here physically right beside me. It's a spiritual thing. And, you've got to think, you just got to believe, and that's all. And that's the hard part, is getting people to believe in something that you can't see, but I've seen enough evil things to know if there's an evil things, I've seen enough. If there's evil, then there's good. They can't just be evil. So if there's, there's got to be good things too. So that's what I love about God. He's always there, and he's there, and I just love that I can probably go outside today and, stump my toe and say a bad word or something, but I know that I'll be forgiven if I ask for it. But, it's not, it doesn't work, of course, that way, but, these things, like one of the big things for me was just changing from my lifestyle, from a rock and roll lifestyle, and all the bad things that I've done over the years, and just the stupid decisions and just the things I've done to my body over the years, it just breaks you down, and you're like, I'm sorry, and all is forgiven, and just to think that it's that simple, and that it's that, that you trust God that much, that's a wonderful feeling.
I have 7 random questions, so if you would like to do those, we can do those right now.
We can.
Okay, here they are. The first one is, what is a song, TV show, or movie that no one would expect you to like? You can do all 3, or you can just pick one.
I've got a couple. I think if there was a song, oh man, this is embarrassing. If this is a song, I had to pick that no one would think I would see me liking. It would probably be the new Lady Gaga's Born This Way.
Born This
Yeah,
Way.
Born This Way.
Wow.
Yeah, no one, I don't think anybody would have saw that one coming. But movie-wise, I hang out, I've got a lot of buddies, guy friends. I don't think they would see me liking I don't think they would see me liking The Notebook. Probably.
Oh yeah.
It'd probably have to be a chick flick for a guy that nobody
Yeah.
but that's a great movie. I enjoyed it. I don't watch too much TV, so
Yeah.
because all I really watch would be Gene Simmons' Family Jewels and that '70s show. That's normally what and then football season comes on, and I watch football. That's about it. But what else was there?
Let's see. The second question is, what is your weakness or guilty pleasure? And then the other one is a part of the same question. It says, what is your strength or something you're good at?
Okay. I will tell you one of my weaknesses. I can't focus. I have major ADHD issues. I take medication for it. I have it right now, thank God, because I tell you what, I would be one whole other person on this camera.
Is that what's wrong with me?
I don't know. It's just I have ADHD really bad. I have to have my medication to function. It's funny because I'll sleep all day. Like if I don't have it, I'll sleep all day and I feel weak and I just feel, I just don't feel good, so when I take it, I feel like I gotta do everything, I just feel like I gotta go mow the lawn or clean the house, where it's like, it's like my eyes open, my brain starts clicking. It's like, why is everything everywhere? Another weakness I have, spending money. I'm very, very bad at saving, and because it's not my fault. Because if the United States would stop making cool stuff, like all these amplifiers and guitars, it's certain places that I have to go.
Go to the Guitar Center.
Yeah, Guitar Center. If I go to Guitar Center, that's their fault. They make all these cool stuff, so so I feel like I have to buy it, but that would be a weakness, yeah. Saving money, I can't. It's like it seems impossible. I'm a very impulse spender. One of my strengths, I have a lot of strengths. I'm a big leader. I'm big in leadership. Of course, over the years, my ADHD has gotten worse. They say you grow out of it, but I think I'm growing into it more than growing out of it. I'm 21 and I still have it. I'm still taking hardcore medication for it. But leading a band is one of the hardest things to do. Leading, putting it together is the hardest part. Finding the right musicians is the hardest part, because in a Christian band, you have to find the right people with the right heart and stuff like that. And everybody wants the perfect, age and the perfect look and the perfect this. You don't want a 50-year-old here, and you don't want a 20-year-old here. Where you can tell major differences in the age group and band. But leadership is a major thing, and I think I'm very strong because I'm a man about getting things done. Making money is a big deal, because if you're going to be a musician, music industry is very hard already. So if you're going to be a musician, you've got to go into it with the mindset of being very serious and being very, going after what you want to be, in life. So that's a major thing that you have to have is leadership, and finding people with the right heart and what the, be after it. Another strength that I have is, encouragement and working around other people's schedules. Everybody's like, well, I don't have enough time, or this, that, and the other. I said, well, honestly, all you need to do is just, we only need to practice one time a week, blah, 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 get together, jam, do your thing, and then just practice at the house, and stuff like that. Of course, everything. 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds. We're all going to college. We're trying to, we're trying to get our education at the same time, but also trying to persevere in our career and all that stuff. And I understand that. But the thing, but honestly, in all honesty, encouragement, and no one wants to be discouraged. I was discouraged all through high school and stuff like that from people telling me, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't. And, honestly, that's what made me stronger and made me say, well, watch me. Watch, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I've always told myself, yes, I can. Because, it did bother me and it did get under my skin. But if you let people tell you, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, and you believe that, and you let it get under your skin, you'll start to believe it. It's like a parasite. And no one wants to have that on them. So, what I would tell everybody is, yes, you can. If you want to be a math teacher, yeah, you can. You can be a math teacher. If you want to be an anesthesiologist, you can be an anesthesiologist. Yes, you can. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. I want to encourage everybody to get up in the morning and look in the mirror, and even if you don't think you're good looking, tell yourself you're good looking. That's what I tell myself in the morning. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna wake up in the morning and make myself feel like horrible. I want everybody to understand that yes, you can. You can do whatever you want with your life, within the boundaries of, Christianity and stuff like that, But, it's true, you can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter how bad or good it is, You can do whatever you want. It's choices. You have choices you can make in life. I would encourage you to make the good choices, not the bad choices, but good, but you can do whatever you want. And that is the thing that people miss. They think, well, my parents wouldn't let me. Yes, you're right. Maybe your parents wouldn't let you maybe your parents don't want you to be a police officer because they're afraid you're going to get shot. Or maybe they don't want you going to the military because they're afraid they'll ship you off to Iraq. They won't see you for 3 years. Maybe your parents don't want you to be a rock star because, the lifestyle that goes along with it. Or the hard life of being a musician, money-wise, because if you're not successful, it's just a hobby. There's no middle area in a band. You're either going to be successful or you're not going to be successful. And that's with me, I've got that's where I'm very strong at persevering and pushing forward and looking for success, finding keys to success, stuff like that. But those would be my major strengths right there. Encouragement, leadership, and just always having a smile on my face, and presenting myself well, and never telling anybody no. Unless it really is going to damage me or damage their life. I don't want people to feel like I'm better than them or anything. I want people to understand that I'm just like you are. And it'll be alright.